Hello, everybody. It's Nick here, and welcome to Let's Play Dungeon Hack for MS DOS. Now, I did play through Dungeon Hack years ago. In fact, I think twice, once for DOS and once for the PC 98 version. I recently just acquired this huge bundle on Steam. It was like 30 bucks. It was on sale. They're 51% off sale or whatever. Where I got a ton of these old D&D games like Eye of the Beholder, and it's in fact, I was actually going to play through the Eye of the Beholder games first before I did Dungeon Hack, but I just couldn't wait anymore. I saw Kikoskia do a playthrough of this game, and I wanted to as well because I want to do things a little differently. Now, I think I'm going to create a character, and I'm going to quote unquote cheat. I'm just going to max out all my stats. In fact, I should actually do that after I pick my okay. That's interesting that you can't change certain stats as a bard. I've never played through the game as a bard before, or I think maybe I have, but I don't think I've done it as a let's play. So, um, unfortunately, I can't be evil, so I guess I'll be neutral evil. I don't know. Kind of a weird rule there. But you know what? I'm actually just gonna go to my normal character, which is a fighter cleric mage. Now, if you've seen my Pool of Radiance Let's Plays, you'll notice that my character is a fighter slash mage, and that's because the game does not offer that option. There is a fighter mage thief that you can select, but not a fighter mage whatever. Now, here's the thing. Even with your stats maxed out, it doesn't make the game that much easier. That's also why I max everything out. And also, we're going to do something different this time. We're going to play through the quote unquote entire game. So, usually when I do Let's Plays of this game, I only do 10 levels because I feel like it might be too much of the game if I don't do that. But I think it's a good idea if we I think it's a good idea if we do all 25 levels. Because one thing I've noticed too is when I do the 10 levels, right as I'm starting to get really powerful, that's when the game ends. That's when I've beaten it by then. So, we are going to play through 25 levels. I probably won't be exploring every single bit of the dungeon unless I could do it fast enough. So, now you might recognize some of these characters. Some of them are character portraits from Eye of the Beholder 3, but most of them are original. Like, that's Isharn from Eye of the Beholder 3, that's Father John, that's Mr. T apparently. Okay. Oh yeah, and there's Delmare right there. It's just funny that they just took these character designs from Eye of the Beholder. Some of them. Most of these are original. Most of them are, but anyway, my guy is so ugly that he literally can't have his face shown, so I'm gonna do that. And we're gonna call him Nicholas. Because after all, it's my own character. And we're gonna go to custom. That's one thing I like about this game. You can customize your own dungeon. So we're gonna max this out all the way. Treasure amount. I'm gonna make this challenging. Put the food availability on low, and the reason I'm gonna do that is because later I'll get the spell Create Food and Water, and that will basically make the rations meaningless. Illusionary walls, I guess that's fine. Key frequency. I'm gonna put that down to 1 because otherwise it's gonna be way too long. Put magic traps at 1. I mean, I want the game challenging, but I don't want it too tedious to get through. And I also want to be able to complete each level in a timely manner. So, pit frequency, we're going to put that at 1. Hints, we keep that at 4. Multi-level puzzles, I am not doing that because, again, that would make each level much harder to complete, or much longer, so to speak. We can encounter undead, food consumption. I think that's fair to keep it at that area. We are not going to disable this. This basically makes it so, let's say I have 3 save games with this character that I created during this same playthrough. That would mean if I die, all those save games are erased. And I do not want to do that, because then the Let's Play would definitely end prematurely. So we're not going to do that. Enemy spells, again, we're going to level the playing field a little bit. So I'm going to make some things hard for me, while other things, not so much. I'm actually going to put illusionary walls at 2, because again, it's just, I really don't want to deal with that. Later in the game, when I get True Sing, that might be fine, but I don't want to, again, end the run prematurely. In fact, let's just put it at 1, because it's not really that fun to have to search for that. Poison Strength, there's not that many enemies that can hurt you, so in exchange for putting the illusionary walls at 1, I'm actually going to put the Poison Strength on high. So I'm just going to have to hope I don't get hurt. I also want to try to beat each level without having to save. So we'll see how that works out. But with that said, I think we're about ready to, and that just makes it so next time you go to the custom game, it'll save these settings for you. But also another reason I'm not going to play with Character Death Reel is because there's no extra reward to my knowledge for beating the game that way. It's just more for bragging rights. So without any further ado, I think we're ready. We're going to press this big red ruby that says play. And here's my dungeon seed. So if you want to play through the exact dungeon that I'm going through with your own character, well, there you go. Have at it. And I am now going to get into character. Well, after this game loads, they didn't quite fix the loading times or the frame rate, so maybe I'll have to increase that. Can I? Control 12. Oh yeah, it works. Okay. I'm going to increase it to 10,000 cycles ish. I mean, I can't, for some reason DOSBox doesn't let you control the exact rate. Anyways, and fortunately we can use the numpad to navigate here. So, anyway, I'm going to get into character for this. I think that'd be pretty cool, so. Oh, I can't believe that the rest of the party sent me on this quest. They dared me. They said I couldn't do it. But I need those bragging rights. I really do. I've got an amulet here. Wonder what it is. But first, better read this journal page. I imagine the thick rubbery hide of an ogre slug offers the monster added protection against blunt weapons. Now, I hope to never run across an ogre slug, but... the smell of incense lingers in the air around these sensors. It's a rather peculiar smell, I must say. I just missed him. I have to be careful. These goblins are pretty deadly. Oh, and these orcs especially. And I'm going to break character because I can. Now, I've played through this game so many times, I know just about what every single enemy is without having to go to the creature totals. Now see, we have a grade up here, which means if I get a grappling hook, I could technically go up, but I don't know how that would work because... I wonder how that would work because I'm already on the first level. We got gauntlets. Let's see what they do. They don't seem to do anything. Can I remove them? Oh wait, I'm not wearing them. Oops. Well, we're just going to sit here awkwardly until I hit them. There we go. Now let's see what they do. 22 strength. Okay, these are ogre strength gloves. Awesome. It appears I've acquired more power through these gauntlets. I think I'm going to have fun with these. To my knowledge, these gloves don't have any limit of power, per se. It's not like I kill a certain amount of enemies and it stops working. Green walls. Don't like the color, not a big fan. What's this? This tapestry appears to be dedicated to the element of earth. How peculiar. I wonder if the mastermind behind this temple or this dungeon is a earth elemental, perhaps. I would say I don't want to find out, but I have no choice. I have to prove myself to the rest of the party. I don't think Gwydion, or Felger, or Goldleaf, or that one thief on our previous endeavour, Flan, could ever last a minute in here, let alone a second. Now why do you suppose these are here? Well, I'd rather not find out. I would imagine that is where the monsters would put me if they bested me in battle. It's too dark to see what lies below this grate, but maybe that's for the better that I don't get a look. I'll use this key here and see where it leads. Well, it appears there's nothing in any of these rooms of value. That's very bad. That's too bad. But these ogre strength gloves actually work wonders. I'm surprised I haven't been hurt yet. But it's not like these enemies are that difficult. I mean, orcs and goblins. I've handled hundreds of them in my past. It appears as though something called its dinner here. I wonder what it was. I wonder who the victim was. The poor sod. Well, if this is all I'm dealing with in this dungeon, what with orcs and goblins, this is going to be quite easy. I might be out of here in time for dinner. Oh, I can't seem to get in that door. Oh, there's a hidden button in the store. Yes, when in doubt, feel around the walls or just click. That's the cool thing. You don't have to click in the as long as you click on the wall where the button is, it'll open. So that is one nice thing about this game. As you saw, I didn't have to click in the exact location. And these gold coins really don't do much. They can heal you, but... well, that was a big waste of time. But I am charting this dungeon out on my paper here to make a complete map. That way, if I need to come back later, I can. And also I'll know where I've been and where I haven't been. Well, it appears I have not gone down a few different ways. I will have to do that. Alright. Oh, that is not good. I wish this coin acted as a shield. I'm not even sure why I'm carrying it. Okay, so now we got the grappling hook. I want to see what happens if I try to use that near the beginning. So, this dungeon, I think we will explore the whole thing. Oh, there's the second level. Okay. And I got a message on the command prompt saying that I can enter anything as a password. Did he just drop those bracers? I thought I just saw them spawn there. That's kind of weird. Braces. I wonder what they do. Well, maybe I'll find out later. I don't feel comfortable using them now without a remove curse spell. Oh, I don't like the sound of that. Oh, just more goblins. Well, then that's not a big deal. Uh-oh. I don't like that. There's quite a few enemies in here, it appears. But they go down quite easily. I must pay attention for any niches in the wall. There might be some valuable items I could use. I'm surprised. Is this really it? Just orcs and goblins? No, there's got to be something much more difficult than that. But so far, I don't see any evidence of that. Oh! Well, that was quite a nasty hit. But there is a cleric scroll of 8 here, which I can use to my advantage. Oh, it appears I must move these swords in the proper position in order to get through. And the same goes for this door. How peculiar. What an interesting way to open a door. I thought you would just need a key or a simple button. But no. Oh, I was prepared for you, but not for you. That was a close one. Looks like I could put a coin in there. But now's probably not a good time. The carving appears to be that of some sort of winged beast. I should hope that it only exists as a carving. Oh, interesting. I feel better after inserting that coin. I don't mean of goodwill. I hate being a goody two-shoes. There's a reason why I went down the path of evil. Well, wait a minute. More manacles. Oh. I just hope I don't end up in those manacles. Well, I could go back. In fact, maybe I should do that and see what happens if I try to use the, what are those things? Oh, the grappling hook. I wonder what happens if I try to use it on that grate. That would be quite interesting. But first, let me explore these areas. Oh. I can take both of you. Oh, a third enemy. Well, bring it on. No problem at all. Wait a minute, that looked like a different enemy. Was it? No, it was just an orc. And it appears this door needs a key to unlock it. Well, let me see. Ah! This chrome key must be the key, no pun intended, to open this door, but there doesn't seem to be anything in here. At least nothing of interest. Peculiar. Well, let's see. How do I get back there? Ah, it appears if I just continue going down this route, I'll get back. There might be some enemies along the way. I wonder if they respawn. But I have to know what happens there. I must know. Well, that didn't seem to help. Let's see. That is the way out of the dungeon. I can't leave yet. I have work to do. I don't know where that grate was, but I know I saw it. Here it is. And I'm going to save just in case. I don't know what's going to happen here. So, but I want to see what happens. Nothing. Nothing at all. Interesting. Oh. Thinking I'd be able to 3, you take the grappling hook and you click. Nah, okay, that doesn't work either. Nope. Well, I guess that doesn't do anything at all, so... But we can use that for later if we fall down a pit. So, I'm going to keep that. That's also why I made the pits infrequent, because I think there was one time I was playing through the game and I actually got... the game actually soft-locked me because I couldn't get across this pit. Because every time I climbed back up, it would keep me on this one side of it. So I couldn't see the rest of the level, and thus I couldn't beat the game. So... but that's only happened once out of the several times I've played through this game, so I think I just got some really bad luck there when I did it. In any event, well, I guess that does it. This dungeon seems pretty simple. I think I can explore all of it. Ooh, that was a close one. I'll never make it through here. I'll have to find another way. I wonder how I can get in there. Looks like I could from here, actually. What's this? A mace. That might serve me well later. I better be careful. Looks like there's several enemies in this room. In fact, I think one's coming for me right now. Well, that was close. I think I'm taking my chances going into this dungeon. But I just really want to prove the rest of the party wrong. Well, this is interesting. Oh, another journal page. I wonder what it says. Does the touch of a spectre drains 2 life energy levels from its victim? I have to battle spectres? No. That was probably from some poor sod's previous adventure. Not from here. It looks like I could access this from some direction. Ah! So that's where it's from. Hey, he dropped a ring. Wonder what it does. A pearl ring. That's my birthstone. Interesting. Well. Alright. Well, I think that's about all of the dungeon. It is all the dungeon. Well, seems like the only thing I have to do now is find my way back here. Let's see. I think I might know the path out of here. Let's see. Nope, that was not the right way. That was the complete opposite way of going. Okay, I think I got it. Alright, well, it's just going to be more orcs and goblins, so this shouldn't be too big a deal. Oh, it appears I need to solve a riddle. Well, I happen to know what this actually is. Okay, so that's interesting because the game literally just gave me a prompt saying, enter anything you want at the copy protection screen. But clearly that is not the case. Fortunately, this does come with the manual. I don't know where my copy is anyway, so we're actually going to have to look through here. So, page 47. Yes, my friends, back in the days of, well, pre-digital download games like this, ironically now, but games could easily be copied on a disc, so this was their way of making sure that was not a thing. Anyway, we are going to, oh, I think I went too far, okay. And the word is enormous, right? Did I spell that right? Yes. There we go. Okay, well, the game actually lied to me. Or maybe if you just don't type anything at all and just press enter, that might work, but anyways, this video's gone on for too long. We are going to come back in the next part and check out level 2. So, thank you guys so much for watching. God bless, and peace out. Well, at least this looks a little bit better in design. It's kind of weird, though. It's a green cave-looking area up there. Down here looks more peculiar with wooden walls and marble flooring. This is going to be an interesting dungeon, I think.